Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Gabi and I tend to talk a lot, like a lot. So that's what we're gonna do today. I have some things I need to get off my chest. I just have some things that I would like to talk about. So I thought it would be a great kind of like video idea if I pretend that I'm on FaceTime with someone, because that's fun. Okay, hello, this is Editing Gabby. The video gets better in the sense of like the audio. The reason I wasn't like speaking as loudly in the beginning as I did towards the middle and the end was because I heard my roommate and I kind of got embarrassed. But I really like, I shouldn't be embarrassed. Oh my god. This is like the inverted camera. This is scary. Anyways, I get louder. Like I know right now I'm like really awkward, but trust me, my shell breaks. You'll see the real me. So I'm gonna pretend that we're on FaceTime together because that's fun and it gives me an excuse to talk. So don't mind the mess that is my room. It's not even messy, it's just like my bed. Here's a tip. Life hack. It's probably not a life hack. Don't buy like silk sheets because literally everything is like slipping and falling, and like my duvet cover or whatever, like the duvet gets like moved around all the time so that it ends up looking like this. Like literally just get silk pillow sheets. Silk pillow, yeah, that's all you need because this is just so much to handle. And it was nice in theory, but I can't handle it moving like every 20 seconds. Sometimes I'm not even in bed and it's like moving and I'm like, anyways, I'm gonna be very honest. Life has not been easy. And I know that life isn't this like glamorous thing and that it's easy and it's rainbows and sunshines 24/7, but right now it just feels like, I don't know, I just feel very bipolar recently, and I don't really know if I can say that because I am not diagnosed with like bipolar disorder, but I feel like I do have a mood disorder. So I guess that explains it. I've just been so wishy-washy. I've been happy, I've been sad, but it's like been happening more. My cat is literally gonna fall off the bookshelf and y'all are on top of the bookshelf. But yeah, I've just been very wishy-washy, but like more extreme than usual. And it's been really hard to deal with, honestly. And I know the solution is therapy. And also, this is not like anything bad. This is woman's vitamin gummies. Y'all should get this. I literally bought this, I think, like 2 months ago, and it is filled to the brim. But I promise it's good. I just never like, I don't know. I never take them. But I will eventually. I've never done my hair like that with a claw clip. I think I'm gonna do that for this video. Do we like it? I don't know. Anyways, okay, I'm also having like trouble like remembering things. Like I don't even remember what I just talked about, and it was literally like, this video is already like 1:28 and I don't remember what I was just talking about. And I feel like that's concerning, but maybe it's not, I don't know. Anyways, therapy. So like, I know the solution is therapy because I'm on medication, and currently I have to find a new psychiatrist because of me unenrolling from SCAD, I am no longer considered a student. So my psychiatrist in Florida, I had to unfortunately say goodbye to her, and she's literally the best psychiatrist. Like, if anyone lives in the area and you know me, hit me up because she's the best psychiatrist. She's literally so good with advice too. Like, I kind of want to start crying. I'm also on my period, so I will just say that, but I kind of want to start crying because like she helped me so much, and she helped me make the right decisions, and I really wish I could continue working with her, but I understand that that is not an option right now. Not me, like, crying. It's okay. Anyways, so I'm on medication, and I haven't, like, gone up because I talked to my psychiatrist, my old psychiatrist now, and it's definitely, like, what I'm feeling and the effects of what I'm feeling is definitely situational, because I was doing fine until I unenrolled from SCAD, and well, I wasn't doing fine before then. I unenrolled because I wasn't doing fine, but now trying to navigate life as a person who's trying to be financially independent is really hard and scary, in all honesty, which I knew when, like, making that decision. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be rainbows and sunshines, and I feel like a lot of people, I don't know why I care about so many people's opinions, but I unfortunately do care to an extent, and I know that there are people out there who are probably judging me and being like, you put yourself in the situation, and I totally understand that. But I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Like, I knew it's gonna be hard until I have enough money to financially, like, sustain myself and whatever. But it gets really annoying when, I don't know, I don't even know. I'm literally, like, I feel like I'm brain dead. Like, I can't do this. Y'all are literally seeing my, like, mood disorder happen or whatever. Like, I don't even know. Like, I can't think of anything. Or, like, I'm thinking of things, but then everything keeps changing, and I'm just like, I don't know what I'm saying. And yeah. Oh, back to the psychiatrist thing. So I found a new psychiatrist. I don't know if, like, we're gonna mesh well or whatever, but I found one that goes with my insurance, blah, 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 blah. But psychiatrists low-key book out, like, pretty out there. I don't know why that is, but that is a thing. Same with, like, gynecologist appointments. Like, I don't know why it's, like, months in advance till you can see a gynecologist for, like, a 5-minute consultation. What the hell was that? For a 5-minute consultation of them just giving you birth control. But anyways, it's same with psychiatry though. Like, that bitch is like 15 minutes. That bitch is not even 15 minutes. It takes like 2 seconds. And then that appointment is over. But anyways, that is not what I'm talking about. I found a new psychiatrist, but I only see her in March, and I am doing in person because I've always preferred in person. I know a lot of people actually do like doing telehealth. I've just never really, I don't know, I'm a very in-person type of thing. I don't know. I've just always been like, I want to be in person, which is funny because you would think that that's not really my type of thing, considering I have anxiety and this and that, and like I did grow up with agoraphobia and like things like that, and I was just like really, really shy. But I actually really do like talking face to face and like being in a same environment as the other person. I feel like it's more beneficial, and I feel like we can connect more rather than talking to a screen, but that's just me. So I found a psychiatrist. That's going to be in March of, I don't know. Well, I do know. I just don't remember by the top of my head. Also, I love this lip oil, the Dior lip oil. That was like random, but anyways. Since unenrolling, like I've been on my hunt for like mental health. So yes, I found a new psychiatrist, and I had found a new therapist. It's funny. I had found 2 new therapists. Let me give you a little bestie gossip session. The first one, we did not mesh at all. It was just like, which is like really, it's hard for me because like since I was 7, since I've been doing therapy since I was 7 years old, I'm now 20, gonna be 21, which is like crazy, but that's like, we can talk about that later or like in another video, I don't know. But I've always, for some reason, have been like really good at finding good therapists, except for this one when I was younger. But anyways, I've always like been pretty well at like finding good therapists, and we mesh and it works, and I'm with them for a few years. this was not the case. I had one session with this therapist, and once she told me more about her, because like they always do the thing where they're like, oh, like before you tell me everything about you, like let me tell my like everything about me. Once she told me that she used to be in the military and she was like an OR, something with OR, I knew we weren't going to go well, because the views that she has and the views that I have just didn't connect, and we really didn't mesh well. Like once she said that, and then once at the end of the appointment, I was like, oh my god, like that made so much sense, because what the fuck. It was just not, we didn't mesh well. I'm not gonna like hate on her. I bet she's done like great work with other people, but it didn't work with me. It literally felt though like, cause like appointments are like 50 minutes to an hour, whatever. It literally felt like I was talking to her for like 4 hours. Like it was the longest dreadful appointment of my life. And that sounds so dramatic, but it's literally what it felt like. Like I was like, I hate this. I try not to say the word hate, because one time my dad said, oh, you can't say the word hate, that's like really big. So I try to say I dislike, but I really disliked it. I'm not going to say hate because I don't want to be mean, but I very much disliked it. So through the same like office, clinic, whatever, I found another one through the same people, and I was like, okay, like I read a little description about her and like what her beliefs are, and I was like, okay, like I feel like we can vibe. So I go to her. First appointment, great, you know, instead of like the dreadful 4 hours that I went through with the last one, this one felt like it was 15 minutes. The hour went by so fast, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be a great journey. Like we're gonna bond. Where this is peak. This is amazing. Then I come in for my second appointment, and that just didn't go well. The first appointment is really like, it could tell you everything about how therapy is going to go for you, or it could be kind of like a judging a book by its cover, because I definitely judged her book by her cover, in the sense of her description, and then what came out during that second appointment didn't really line up, and I was like, okay, like I can't do this. So once again, not to say that she wasn't good, I'm sure she's great. Like she did give me a good advice and like good things that I am going to take with me. However, once again, we just didn't mesh up, and there was just some like belief systems that weren't quite there, or just like how to view things, which I guess is belief. I don't really know. I feel like I'm also like getting dumb, like by the second. Anyways, oh, this is really random. This is, I think, the third therapist I've had. This is the third therapist I've had who has said that they think I have ADHD. And once I told my boyfriend that, he was like, that makes so much sense. Because I literally, like, I have so many thoughts going in, and then I talk about, like, a new thing, and then I forget what I was talking about. And then eventually I'll remember what I was talking about. Anyways, I just felt like I needed to say that because I feel like it's really showing. But I'm not diagnosed. So I feel like I can't say that I am, but my sister is. And, like, genetics, you know, I don't know. But I'm definitely going to ask my new psychiatrist if I can get tested or something. Because I just feel like I just kind of bounce off. My like really good therapist that I had in Florida before she ghosted me, by the way. But anyways, she said she thinks I have inattentive ADHD. Anyways, but yeah, I already forgot what I was talking about. See, this is the thing. Like I can't be like, oh my god, I have it, but like I have these thoughts all the time, or like I don't even know if they're. I just my brain can't focus. Like she's just constantly bouncing, and like, but also I'm also diagnosed with generalized anxiety, so I am constantly worrying, and there's constantly thoughts going into my head, and I'm just like, but anyways. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't remember what I was talking about before this, and I don't feel like watching the clip back. This is literally what it would be like to actually FaceTime with me, because I either don't talk and I just let the other person talk, or I talk so much and then I don't really know what I'm talking about. So this is pretty accurate. You're getting the real deal. I also don't FaceTime people a lot, besides my sisters and my family. I love FaceTiming my sister, because it's a good time, and I don't live with her anymore, so it's nice. It's nice to see her. If she's watching this video, I love you. Love you, Isa. And I was FaceTime my other sister too, but like she barely answers because, you know, she's a mother and she works, so I guess her kids are more important, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. This is crazy. What if, like, this is like a random thought, but like, what if like medical doctors find this video and they're like, look at this person. This are the signs of ADHD or like anxiety or like whatever. Like I feel like I don't know. I'm just like, I think I need to breathe. I don't breathe. I need to do meditation again. I used to be on the grind where I would do yoga and meditate, and I had my crystals, which I really need to get back. They're in Florida still. And I was able to be grounded. But like I said in the beginning of the video, life has not been grounded. Life has been like because like I don't know how to manage my emotions. Anyways, therapy. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, the second one didn't work. It didn't work. Also, the type of therapy that I'm supposed to be doing is DBT, and if you don't know what that is, it's dialectical behavioral therapy instead of cognitive behavioral therapy. Most people do CBT. It's actually harder to find people who specialize in DBT just because it's not as like looked into, but it's really helpful for people who have BPD, mood disorders, bipolar disorder, or like things like that, because it really goes in tune with your emotions more than cognitive behavioral therapy does. So I was trying to find a DBT therapist, and the reason why I went to that specific clinic was that they had a DBT therapist there. However, she had a wait list, and so I just kind of like, instead of like fact checking to see if the other people did DBT, I was just like, oh, they probably all do it. Quickly I learned that they don't, which is fine, but I'm the type of person who, like, I do need to do that type of therapy because it just works better for me. Anyways, I went on like growtherapy.com or something. I don't know. My psychiatrist, once again, see, I can't even say my psychiatrist anymore, but my old psyche, that doesn't sound right. My old psychiatrist, my old doctor, Dr. Derbyshire, we love her, Pamela. She had told me about this website like months ago, like a while back actually, and only now have I like went on the website. I think it's Grow Therapy, or is it like psychology.com? I don't know. But I found a therapist, and unfortunately, like, I was looking for DBT. Like, I made sure to put that in the filters, and there are none in Savannah besides the one that was in the clinic that I had went to, but she's on a wait list, and God knows how long that's going to be because DBT is so rare, and there's so many people that need to do DBT, but it's not accessible to them. That wait lists are just crazy. So I gave up on the in-person idea, which sucks because I do prefer in person, like I said before. So I was like, okay, like, I'm just gonna have to settle with the fact that I can't be in person. So I found someone, I emailed them, and we're gonna have like a free 15-minute, oh my God. I need a new camera because she overheats like every 2 seconds. I got this camera, I think I was in like 7th or 8th grade. I'm now 20. But anyways, I said fact checked, but I feel like that's rude. I just read her description, and then I looked at like exactly what she specializes in, and she specializes in what I need. So I'm really hoping that goes well. I believe the call is this week, like this upcoming week. Today's Saturday, by the way. I guess it doesn't really matter if I tell you what day it is, because I barely have been posting this month. Anyways, so that's like what's going on with like therapy and stuff. I'm really, really, really hoping that this is a good mesh and that we're a good fit together and that it's all rainbows and sunshines, because that would just be like, it would just be so ideal. Because as I stated before, I am definitely going through something that's situational rather than like something medicine can really help with. So I really just need to talk to someone, and this is what this is. This is my therapy. But anyways, I think I said this in like a video before, but I have a new car because the other one got totaled, which we're not going to talk about because I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to be so I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about how it happened. It was completely my fault though. I will say that. It was completely my fault. I told the police it was 100% my fault. I told the lady that was in the car in front of me that it was 100% my fault. It was 100% my fault. I just don't want to talk about it. Bad vibes, no. Anyways, I finally get a car, right? My parents get it through Carvana. And Carvana's like whole slogan, actually I don't know if this is true. If this is true about like their slogan. But like their whole thing is like, oh, like we're gonna give you cars that are like good condition and you don't have to like fix them, you know? Well, that was a lie. So my mom brings up the car in December and I love my car. I am actually so in love with her. I can't lie. I love her. Like first I looked at the pictures and I was like, you know what? Like I don't care. As long as the bitch has wheels, I'm happy. I don't care what the fuck it is. Like I was ready to like scooter around at this point. Like I literally did not care. I don't even know how to ride a bike that well because the last time I rode a bike I was 10, so like I don't know if I can actually do that, but like I was ready for anything. Like I was like, I don't care what it is, I just need transportation. So I finally get a car. I got a 2017 Ford Fiesta. Her name is Frankie. Frankie the Ford Fiesta. And I love her. Like she's actually the cutest thing ever. In the pictures that my parents sent me, I was like, oh, she's a little weird looking. But obviously I was grateful that I even was able to get a car because the fuck, like obviously I'm grateful because I really didn't think I was gonna get a car until like a big while. Because first of all, why are cars so expensive these days? Like inflation is crazy. Like I may have not paid attention in my economics class or economics, however you want to say it, but I am still aware that the economy is so that's not fun at all. But I hate when my cat, sorry, we're not gonna start a new conversation. Actually, yes we are. I hate when my cat stares at stuff because it makes me feel like there's a ghost or something. Because he'll just look at something and we'll just stare at it. And I'm like, what is there? Like, what is it, you know? And then it scares me. Anyways, the economy sucks. And I really, for a hot second, thought, I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to get a car for a while because it's so expensive. Why? Why? America, why? Anyways, my mom drives up the car. Frankie, the Ford Fiesta. We love Frankie. I can't wait to give y'all a tour of her, by the way, which is coming soon. But anyways, mom brings it up in December. They get it down in Florida. And she brings it up, we have a nice time, like I do a little test drive, I'm like, oh my gosh, like she's so great, I love her. Next day comes, and I'm with my boyfriend, and we're driving, and then I see a little light turn on, and I'm like, that's not good. And of course it was the engine light, with my luck. So I was like, you're fucking joking, because it took like over a month for them to look at my totaled car and then tell me it was totaled. Like it took them over a month for them to even say that. And then it took like so long for me to get the car. I finally get the car, and then the check engine light, or the engine light, not him using the bathroom, y'all, don't mind him. The engine light turns on. And so at first I was like, I don't know what this light means. Luckily my boyfriend was in the car with me, and he was like, that's the engine light. And that's when I was like, well, fuck me. Like, the fuck? Like, why? Why is this bitch on? So then we have this long ass fiasco of different places I had to go to just for me to find out that my catalytic converter failed. I know nothing about cars. 100%. I know nothing about cars. I know how to drive a car. Have I been in 2 accidents? Yeah, but only one of them was my fault, and that doesn't mean that I don't know how to drive. I know how to drive a car. Do I know car things? No. But once I learned what the catalytic converter was, I was like, how the fuck does this bitch happen to me? Like, how? I was so upset. I was so upset. First, we go to Firestone. And they're like, yep, catalytic converter, like, she's weird. She's not working. And I'm like, okay, cool, what do we do? And they're like, oh, like, let's call Silver Rock, because Carvana, like, works with Silver Rock or whatever. I don't even know what it is. But yeah. And then Silver Rock is like, we need a second opinion just to make sure that that's actually what's wrong. So I'm driving around the city with a failed catalytic converter, which is really important for a car to have, by the way. Like, people steal catalytic converters because it's just so hard to, like, find or have or whatever. Like, it was so funny. Like, okay, it wasn't, like, funny, but it was, like, okay, it was funny. My sister literally sent me an article, like, a few days after I found out, and, like, someone in my hometown apparently, like, stole SPCA's, like, catalytic converters, and you know what? I should have done that. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, they're like, you need a second opinion because blah, 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 blah. Y'all, I really do need a new camera because she just keeps going out because she's just getting so hot inside. Anyways, why did I say it like that? Anyways, so continuing my story, my life story. No, my story. So we were like, okay, Silver Rock, where do you want us to go? Like, where do you want us to go? Like, we already found out what the problem is. Like, why can't we just solve it? They're like, okay, go to Pep Boys. Let's see if that's actually the cause. So we go to Pep Boys. They tell us the exact same thing. The catalytic converter is not, like, working, and she has failed. Cool. Already knew that. Thanks, Silver Rock. I guess. I understand why you need a second opinion, just to make sure that, like, it is what it is, because, like, Silver Rock did pay for everything because it was Carvana's fault. Like, how are you going to give a car that, like, doesn't work, you know? So, like, obviously they do want to get, like, a correct and factual opinion, whatever, etc., blah, blah, blah. So then we call Silver Rock, and they're like, okay, let's go to a Ford dealership because it's a Ford Fiesta. I love that she's a Fiesta. Anyways, so then we have to go to Ford. And Ford is like, yeah, we can look at your car, but it's going to take 1 to 2 weeks until we can actually look at her. And I was just like, okay, like, the fuck? And then I was like, okay, can I, like, keep the car and then bring her when you guys are ready to look at her? And they're like, no, we can't do that. So I'm carless. Leave the car, you know, great. Uber's so expensive. Literally, Carvana, if you're watching this, I'm not happy with you. And my sister worked for you guys. So what is this? What is this hatred that you guys have towards me or something? Not cool. But anyways, so I'm carless for like 2 weeks. He calls me, he's like, yeah, the catalytic converter. And I'm like, oh great, I did not know that was the problem. He's like, yeah, it's gonna cost $2,000, but Silver Rock covers it. I'm like, good. Then something else wasn't well, but we had to end up paying for that, so that was annoying. And then, you know, like, probably like 4 days after he calls me. Luckily, it was fast for them to ship or like order the catalytic converter and then put it on, whatever. I get my car, and then I check the entertainment system, which I knew was funky because there's like a button on my steering wheel, which you'll see in my like car tour thing. If you press her, it's like a kind of like a Siri, like you're like, hey Siri, whatever. I got so scared. I was like, oh my god, do I have like any like Apple products that are gonna like be like, hi, this is Siri. Anyways, it's basically that. The Bluetooth wasn't working, yada yada yada. Entertainment system. So I was like really just considering just not taking, like I was in the Ford parking lot with my car and I was just like, do I really need to listen to music? And I do, because that is when I do my concerts. That is when I do my concerts, my private events. Like, I am singing at the top of my lungs, and I sing beautifully in the car. So obviously it was a yes, like, yes, Gabby, you do need your radio, whatever, your entertainment system. So after like 30 minutes of being in the car and trying to like figure out if the Bluetooth would work or not, which it didn't, I go to Mike, Mr. Michael, who is the guy who's been working with us, and I was like, hey Mike, can you like help me? I was like, I don't know how to work the Bluetooth, like it's not working. And he was like, oh, you just have to press this. And then when he pressed the button that he pressed, it didn't work. And I just kind of looked at him and I was like, I told you it wasn't working, but whatever. And then he was like, yeah, that's weird. And then he was like, well, you should call Silver Rock and see if they have this under the coverage. Luckily, they did. So I call Silver Rock. I'm like, hey, is the entertainment system like under the coverage? They're like, yes. So I'm like, cool. I immediately make an appointment with Ford, drop my baby off at 7:30 in the morning, because I was like, I'm gonna go there as early as possible, as soon as I can, so my car can be in the lineup. Because he was explaining to me that there's like a bunch of lines he was explaining to me that there's a bunch of cars in front of mine. So I was like, okay, like my car's gonna be up there, like they're gonna call me tomorrow being like, we know what the problem is, we're fixing it, you're gonna have it by tomorrow, which hasn't happened yet, but it's going to. Anyways, so that's why you guys haven't had a car tour, because I didn't know if my car was like, I didn't know if like there was like something more serious happening to her to the point where I would like make a video of like, oh, here's a car tour, and then me not have that car anymore. So like that's why I haven't made it yet. I promise you that's why. So once she is back, which I really hope is soon, because yesterday, inflation, terrible. Yesterday, I paid $35 to get back home from work. I live 10 minutes away. 10 minutes away. I live 10 minutes away from where I work. You're probably like, why don't you walk? Because like you have to go on the highway or like the parkway or whatever. So that's why I can't walk, if anyone's asking. And also it's late at night and I'm a girl. I'm a woman. I can't do that. I will be buying a taser soon though, because I need to be protected at all costs. Literally every girl, go buy a taser right now. Like let's all just buy the same taser and be unstoppable. No, but anyways, $35 for an Uber that's 10 minutes away had me baffled. Luckily the Uber was playing really good music and it was a good time in the Uber, but I was just like so over it because I left work early because I was just like, I need to leave. I'm done. I am done today. And then I had to wait 20 minutes for the Uber to get there because it's a Friday night and where I work is next to a bunch of clubs. So obviously there's drunk people who need Ubers as well. I just hope that Ford calls me on Monday and they're like, we know what the problem is, we're gonna fix it, and everything's gonna be okay, and then I can have Frankie back. So that's what's happening with my car. That's what's happening with my like mental health. There is like another topic that I sort of wanted to dive into, but that's just gonna have to be another video because this is so long and it's kind of annoying me that my camera keeps like turning off every like 5 minutes because she just like can't handle heat. So yeah, did I like, I'm trying to think if I like explained everything that I like brought up in the video, because like y'all saw in the beginning, my thoughts are like everywhere and then I start new conversations and I tend to not finish other ones. So I'm really trying to remember if I hit every topic that I talked about. Like, I don't know, but work. I'll talk about work really quickly. I love my job. I am so in love with my job. I love my job. I'm a server / bartender, and I have like a crazy like, okay, you can't see it, but if I am up to it, you know what, I am gonna be up to it. I need to have energy and like do things. That was literally the whole point of this video, and I never talked about that. Oh my god, the camera is flashing again about the heat. Anyways, I love my job. I'm a server / bartender, and it is so fun. So fun. I love talking to people. I love being like, hey, what do you want? And then like, oh, it's just fun. I love interacting with others. Like, I am such an introvert. I thought I was an extrovert for so long, but I was just a shy introvert. And now that I'm not shy anymore, I'm like, hey. Hey, it's me again. I meant I'm such an extrovert. I know the difference. I know what they mean. I don't know why I said introvert. I swear I know what they mean. Also, can you hear my computer overheating? This is insane. Anyways, bye. What's up? And whenever I'm making drinks and people are talking to me at the bar, I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, what's going on? And then people have a great time talking to me. And so it's just fun. I love it. And I'm not gonna lie, I make good money. And I definitely will be able to sustain myself, because that's what I was talking about in the beginning of this video. See how everything all circles around and then I remember what I'm talking about? I'm gonna quickly turn this off before she like dies again. Okay, it's definitely time to wrap her up. But anyways, I love my job. I know for a fact, because even though I have the darkest days these past few days, because I've been on my period, I have been thinking so mother freaking negatively. I know I'm gonna be fine. And I know that it's hard. And to the people who are watching this, who I complain about all of this to, I'm sorry that I do that. Because I know I put myself in this position. But I also would like to emphasize that I know I put myself in this position. So, yes, I complain, but I'm allowed to complain. I'm allowed to complain. I'm allowed to feel what I want to feel. So yeah, that was really random. I feel like that doesn't fit in. I don't know. This is gonna be like so weird to edit. That's fine. But yeah, I'm allowed to feel what I feel. I'm allowed to feel what I want to feel. And I know this isn't gonna be easy, okay? For anyone watching this, for any of my haters. I don't have haters, I only have lovers. But for the people who like doubt me and are like thinking that I'm stupid for not sticking to something that I wasn't passionate about and wasn't about to spend so much money, which, by the way, I'm in hella debt right now and I'm just 20. Once again, what's up with that, America? Who's going to fix the school system and money and etc.? But anyways, I know it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be rainbows and sunshines and butterflies and cute little ribbons and bows. I know that. And I put myself in that position because I want to be independent. That's all I've ever wanted to do and to be. And I'm slowly becoming that. And sometimes I'm going to complain because I'm human. No one goes through like being financially independent and having a positive mindset and a positive view 24/7. And if you do, please DM me, comment in the comments how you live your life so I can gain some of that information or knowledge, whatever. But if I complain sometimes, I think it's valid. I think it's valid. I am annoying sometimes when I complain. I'll admit that. Sometimes I'm stubborn and I'm annoying, and I'm a bitch when I'm on my period. I'm a little bitchy, but I try not to be. And I'm trying to be a better person. So, that's the end of this video. I talked way too much. I don't even know how long this video is because I had to keep like stopping because of the stupid like temperature thing. But if you stayed until the end, you are a real one, and I really love you guys so much. I'm so happy I'm at 400 subscribers. Like, I don't know, that's like a big milestone. And why am I getting emotional? I literally cry like every video, so I'm not surprised. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. If you want to comment, like, pretend we're on FaceTime and be like, oh my gosh, blah, 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 or something, you should totally do that. And yeah, you should also subscribe because I think I'm a pretty cool person. And I think we can do great things together. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.